Well, don't adjust your channel. You're at the right place. This is Nearing Nirvana, episode 121 of Long Story Short. What's going on? And we have our special guest with us today.
Yeah, we hinted it last week. We're delivering it this week. So, Dino, the CEO from Tales of the Flip Side, part of the crew. We all owe Dino a lot, man. Most of us got our start on Flipside, so thanks for joining us, man.
Oh, thanks, dude. No, I appreciate it. I'm gonna deep cut this one, ready, Carter? I'm trying to be Kenny Omega belt collector on the podcast. Just take them all over, dude.
He's like Vince McMahon, bro. He's like our Vince McMahon.
Oh boy, without the allegations. Okay, listen, I'm trying to be clean around here.
Gave us I was saying you created a monster with me. Like you're like, hey, he's like, I seen you on Drunken Chat. Do you wanna hang out with the modern Playboy boys?
I believe in Red Hood.
And then created this monster that's like on like 20 channels now. So
no, come on, baby. No, it's funny. I don't know. I mean, me, Brian, and the boys and all the guys started it. I mean, I guess we didn't think how big it was. Even look at the Nearing Nerdvana girls, dude. I mean, they started on our channel too. I mean, just I don't know, man. I just kind of one of those adjacent kind of things. Like Nikola Tesla. Like there's other bigger podcasts, but you know, I'm out here just people know, right?
Planting the seeds to see what kind of forest grows, right?
Yeah, it's fine, dude.
Well, big shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price. Make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And another big shout out to Bird City Comics. You can use the code Nirvana for a 10% discount. That's online and in store. Boom. I don't know if anyone's actually taken up on that offer because they haven't told me to stop saying that.
Hey, if I use Nerdvana 15, do I get 15% off?
I don't know if that works.
Try it.
You just try using whispering at checkout.
Try using some old clothes. See if they still work.
I'll just text Laura. Like, Laura, listen.
Alrighty. I guess let's get the show started, right?
Let's do it, man. Let's go. We got some good books to talk about tonight.
All right. I want to say first before
it's 121. I don't know if I screwed up the number or we uploaded the wrong slides, but
let me double check when I hit the next slide.
I just want to say
I screw up the number every week, so
I just want to say that I come on these shows and I realize how terrible my graphics are on my own show. So all I gotta say.
You sent me the right slides.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I didn't proofread good.
It's all good, man. All right, listen. I don't want anybody hitting me up in the chat saying I'm breaking the rules on the show. You know the house rules if you're watching the show. Don't spend stupid money on stupid books. All right, let's go.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
All right, we're gonna get right after some pulps because it's an unhealthy addiction. Spicy Mystery Stories, Volume 4, Number 1. This is from November of 1936. An outstanding H.J. Ward cover. A raw of this book. A raw sold for almost $3,500. And I think that was in 22. I didn't put the date on it, but this thing is pretty badass. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I mean, trust me, I'm a pulp guy now. It's a healthy addiction too. I'm in the same boat. We're all living a dream.
You're all sick.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to see what kind of condition it was in. Was it great? It was raw, right? So it wasn't graded.
I think it was a 5.0, which for a pulp is sort of upper end for most of them. They kind of peak out at 6. You see a 7.5 every once in a while.
Yeah, but
they're usually 6.5 is high grade.
Yeah, no, it's dope. I mean, it's cool. I want more data to see, like, at the end of the day, I just don't know if this is gonna last, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's 3480, like, very toppings, nobody knows what they're doing, or is it like,
I mean, it was a heritage sale on this one. I would say these spicy, any of the pulps, the spicy mysteries, the spicy westerns, the spicy adventures, they all carry pretty healthy price tags on them. All carry pretty healthy price tags, and if it's H.J. Ward in particular doing the cover, they go at another level. So I'm not surprised, given you got the Grim Reaper there with the bloody sickle, the dude in the door. He's dropping his gun. I don't know, like, what he's thinking exactly.
Yeah, dude. Like,
He's about to get his head chopped off. But the girl in the red dress. I mean, this book kind of has it all for the 30s.
yeah,
Why did he drop the gun?
yeah. Plus,
I don't know, man. That guy was wondering, like,
Oh,
I mean,
He-
he's
he-
scared, dude. He's scared.
He was scared to death.
Yeah.
he's. Wait a minute. I'll hold her. Hold on.
just don't get me.
Yeah, hold on.
yeah, he's just gonna go. He's
Hey,
just
you're
gonna go.
doing it wrong.
He's gonna go fist. He's just gonna like, all right, let's go, man. We're knuckles.
That might be his ex. That might be his like the wife that's trying to divorce him.
Yeah. He's like, hold on. I need her to sign some papers.
Hey, you know who he looks like? You know who that dude looks like dropping a gun? He looks like Fredo from The Godfather.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
Right?
But I can't get it out of my brain now.
It just makes it better.
I can
Could
handle
this have-
things. I'm smart.
Hmm.
Look at what he says. I'm not
I was
dumb.
passed over.
I'm
I was
smart.
passed over.
Don't ever speak against the family, Fredo.
Could this have had like some like crazy like Gerber index number
On
Where
this
there's,
one?
like- yeah, where there's
I'm
only
sure
like
it does, man. All
like
of
6
these,
in existence or something like that.
all of these spicy mystery books are virtual ghosts.
Nice colors on the homegirl's dress.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Yeah.
see that too much.
I
It's
mean,
like
if
that.
that's the book that's sold, I mean, for 1936, it still has a lot of vibrance to the book.
Yeah, this isn't a picture of the one that's sold, but when I
Okay.
looked it up, it wasn't meaningfully different than this.
Okay. I mean,
Right.
the cover's clean. The eye appeal is the main thing. Yeah, your spine and everything, but that's to be expected with the years. I mean, eye appeal is the main thing. You get that encapsulated, that heals some wounds. You know what I mean?
Big time, yeah. Hey Bruce, I don't remember. I just saw that at this sale when I was going to put this on without any sales because I didn't see any, but I think it was like a 5 or maybe a 5.5, something like that.
Oh, so the highest on the census. Best of both worlds tonight.
Me and Mike, we walk in the mall and we see like a black chick and a white chick. If they're both hot, we just sing best of both worlds.
All right. Let's keep it going with some more. We're gonna go to some love. Top love stories number 7. This is an LB Cole cover. Star Publications, 1952. A 3.5 sold for $3.15, which seems like a steal to me, to be honest. With only 8 of these on the census. Shockingly, a high grade is a 9.0, but then it drops all the way to a 4. Right.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Holy crap. That's a chasm.
Yeah. I mean, that 9.0 is a complete anomaly. Somebody had it in a stack of newspapers or something.
Pedigree. File copy.
I mean,
Whenever
you
I
weren't
see
seeing
it.
the file copies and the romance stuff unless it was the EC romance. Like you're seeing the romance stuff cap out at a 5 or a 6 most of the time, right? The census is really beating up on these. They weren't saved in the same way that the superhero or the horror stuff was. But yeah, this is a good looking book. I would have happily paid $3.15 back in 2024 for a 3.5 of this.
Oh my gosh.
8 on the census. Can anybody read what he's saying to her? I can't see it.
You know I'm marrying her for her money alone. It's You I Really Care For, and it looks like the wife is coming in.
The wife
Okay,
is walking
it
in.
seems I picked a most inopportune time to see your fiance's samples, Miss Lee. I'm terribly sorry. So am I, Mr. Burns. So am I.
All right. Adam wants a description of this cover. Aaron, you're pretty good with the descriptions, right? You want to?
All right. So you have a woman sitting in the front in lingerie with a man wrapping his arms around her as her hand is wrapped around his head, and then I guess are those her parents in the background?
I think it's his. I think it's his actual. So the girl he's with is his side chick. And I think
side chick,
the
and
girl
then
he's
his
supposed to be
fiance is
marrying
walking in with, I guess
somebody else.
Yeah, some guy. Or they're all swingers. I can't tell.
You got to read the book and find out where it goes from there.
But it looks like a typical 1950s apartment. Someone's a painter.
A lot of vibrant colors, like you usually see from Cole.
No. I don't know if there's anything else worth notating. The trade dress takes up about like a third of the book.
Love stories. Secrets of daring romance.
Yeah, she's got white hair.
And then the chat is describing it as a Diddy freak off. So
it's about to be.
That's Liger calling it the Diddy freak off.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to say anything. I will not say anything. You guys will not bait me into that.
Not today, Satan, right?
You're needed now more than ever on this one.
I know.
I just can't get over that George Washington wig that lady has on. Dude.
I'm surprised we don't see wooden teeth.
Man. Good Lord.
It's funny. Derek says Joe always pleads the fifth. Not when it comes to Donnie Cates, though.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'll dig in on this one though.
That Donnie Cates rant that will never not be the stuff of legend.
Hey, you're never not reminded of that too, which is the greatest part.
Man, what a shame! What a shame!
Hey,
Adam, because you know he was. If you didn't know, he was supposed to be a guest on that next week, and then no,
Adam, the book is Top Love Stories #7. Star Publications, 1952.
All
right. I think this next book is actually Dinos Book. Dino,
it is my book. Yes,
man, that's a great cover, man.
Yeah,
I've never seen this.
So there's one floating around. I won't talk about it because I'm kind of looking at it. So 4 Favorites #5 from 1942 from Ace Comics, Dave Berg cover, last 5.0 sale. A lovely $5,000. Copies on the census is 0 out of 12. I'm gonna make that. If I win it, I'm gonna definitely send it this.
Holy shit, that is a great book.
So the rest of the covers are on that 4 Favorites. I think this is on last. I want to say it's a last issue too, but I'm gonna say probably not.
It wasn't a long running series, yeah.
No, it was 32 issues. So I think 5's the greatest, and the rest of them are kind of I guess number 6 is really nice too. 7's pretty cool too, but it's kind of like hero mashups from that era, I guess. I would say All Winners or something of that nature. So a lot of action going on with multiple heroes in each thing. So
I'll tell you like this: if this was a modern cover, like a variant, and these were let's say Avengers or whatever. This book would be expensive like that. Just the way the rendition, the way it's done, the bondage, the encapsulations, and just the torture type of stuff. I mean, dude, this cover the colors are. It seems like there's a lot going on the cover, but the trade is done perfectly, and the word bubble. Right, featuring Magno and Davy Lightning. I mean, this fucking amazing cover, man. And the Big Ten center, it just pops.
Yeah, and then like number 10's a really good cover. There's a lot of crazy covers on these that are like really good. I think this is probably one of, if I had to guess, I would say this is probably one of those hard to find series. Like if you're a run collector, I think it's one of those ones that could be out there.
I never see this series ever.
What do you think of this cover, Ben?
No, it's brilliant. What I love about it is it has that golden age trope of the girl in the glass tube. Right? Isn't she trapped in a glass tube there? The girl in the red and the green. So
That's a dude.
I think it's a dude.
It looks like she's got a
Is that a dude?
ponytail.
Yeah, I think the smoke makes it look like or whatever the hell it is. I think it looks
I
like a ponytail.
I thought whoever was wearing a skirt and that was like blonde hair, and I can't freaking see it. But,
I mean, I guess.
First appearance of they then.
Yeah, right. I mean, and like the crazier part for these, and the crazier part for these
The dude's
books,
wearing underwear. I mean,
I don't know. Who knows? For me, like the crazy part of these books are like low grades are still expensive, like really expensive
because they don't exist. You know what I mean? Like they're just they're just not out there, man.
There is a 9.2 of this book. For number.
It looks like
not of this book, but of like number 29 for only $1,500, which is a cool cover too. So
favorites for
mm-hmm.
Ace Comics. Wow.
I watch a lot of people will be like, "Oh my god, this is such crazy." So since we've talked about this, I'm sure these books will be sniped within the next week. So
you just ruined it for yourself.
I know.
And this series lasted only 6 issues?
No, 32. 32.
32. How many years is that? 2 years? 3 years?
I can look right here.
Probably 3 years, right?
It's got to be almost 3 years.
Yeah, 3. Probably 4 years. This is 42. So the last one's on 47, so 5 years. So and honestly. Once you get past war. Yeah, once you get past like 29, it becomes like it's obviously 41 or 40 August 47, so like it's all kind of said and done. It's gone back to like campy, like kind of like Archie or not Archie, Betty Veronica covers, kind of,
No, but this is a series like whenever you have these comics that go from like 41 through 1944, like this is a series that the GIs could have been picking up at the PX, and whatever.
All right, I got the perfect description for Adam. Medieval Diddy basement party. Boom. Done.
Love
it. Torture party. How about that? All right.
Bro.
People were. This is another one. This is me too.
Go for it, man.
I'm so dumb. So this is on Heritage right now. I just saw it. Classic Comics 8. Obviously, a great cover with Genie and all that stuff. Lily and Chesney cover from Gilberton from 43. Last sale on 9/8 in 2012. $5,676. Copies on the census 1 out of 77. Several reprintings, but I just like the art. I mean, I don't know what the inside look like, but the art's
is that the Genie's bush, bro? Coming out.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's like Conan where he has like like fur or something, like it's cold or something. I don't know. But
all right, Adam, think of a theatrical Aladdin poster on LSD.
Yeah. That's good.
I see the magic lamp. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's what Aladdin should have been if it wasn't made by Disney.
Or if it was
seems like a 9.8 even back in 2012 for 5,600 is still too low for this. For a 9.8.
Yeah, man. I mean,
what's up? Where's Goody?
Is it 10K? I don't know. Is it 10K now? I don't know. Like.
Oh, it's more than 10K now. Come on.
Oh, I don't know.
With what comics have gone through, this has got to be pushing 20K for a 9.8 of this.
Yeah, dude. 2012.
Well, I just don't know. I just don't know if people really, I wouldn't say know about it. I mean, obviously some people know about it, but it's like how many people are really looking after Classic Comics 8 in the collector world? You know what I'm saying?
All right, whoever's on the Bird City YouTube account, jump on because I know you have access to the StreamYard. So whoever you are.
Oh wow.
Boom.
It's got to be Ant. My guess is Ant.
I don't know. It could be either or. So I'm
Why,
just not gonna.
Is somebody
So it's an open invite to whoever's on that account right now.
It's like a mysterious guest. I love this.
Yeah. Let's see if they jump on. Peer pressure. Chat. Let them know that you want them on. All right.
Oh, did you see under in the classic comics? I just learned that now. You see the classic comics. You see the girl in the classic comics like doing like a this thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of dope too.
So there were several reprintings of this. So, like the fact that you're going to reprint this book, like I've seen this somewhere.
There's a lot of this book has been printed many times.
I just, man, a 9.8. That's got to be. It's not. Is it a file copy?
I don't know. I would assume it had to be.
Wow.
I don't even know what it's on right now. I was trying to look before the show started because Harry just keeps emailing like, oh, you know, your watch list or whatever, right? And I don't know where it's at.
Arabian Nights, number 8. Okay.
Oh, my comic chart. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it is right now. Oh, there we go. A 9.0 sold for a 9.0 on May 11th of 2025. So like what, 4 days ago, sold for a grand total of $1,170.
A 9.0, really? Wow. Okay.
And it's it doesn't say it says original edition. So
okay.
Oh wow. 9.0.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Then it's got to be square bound.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't say how many pages, but it looks like it could be a pretty thick book.
So that, you remember I bought that Clue Comics Boys, a 7.0 sold in that same Heritage lot for $720. Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch. I would have bought that in a heartbeat over that. Anyways.
Okay.
All right. Marvel Tales 109. Beautiful Bill Everett cover from Atlas Comics 1952. 1952 keeps coming up over and over again, it feels like. But a 5.0 just sold for this for $228, which seems criminally low. But 60 on the census, obviously 0 and 9.8, but there are 5 9.6s, which is kind of crazy, and 8 9.4s for a book from 1952. I just like the trade dress on this thing.
Yeah, man, it gives it that kind of like October-y, vampire-y vibes.
Yeah, just like the overall vibe of these of this book. 228. If I was at a show and somebody was trying to sell this for $225,
yeah, it's I'm buying. That's not bad.
I'm buying it, right?
Yeah, it to me, if it presents well, and I could improve it with a press and cleaning, I'd scoop it up for $228. I mean, these old school Marvel tales, like, I mean, like they're getting scooped up. People are buying all these old books, man. Like they're starting to disappear, man.
I mean, it must grade well because if you have 5 9.6s and 8 9.4s, right?
I think this is one of those Marvel file copy things. They had multiple issues there, probably. I would assume.
Or the
you
famous
have to benefit to have basically, 13 books 9.4 or better. I mean, they would have had,
yeah.
Unless people were just looking after their shit like crazy back in the day, but
yeah.
Unless it's like Tops and they dumped all their extra copies into the ocean.
I mean, they could have done that too.
I mean, that was popular in 52, right?
I mean, it's 109, so you figure if it's 100 issues, it would probably be pretty popular.
Yo, what's up, Tony? Good to see you, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's get to the modern age. This book is kind of bananas. Tony Stark, Iron Man number 7. This is from Kotoyama. This was the Barney's New York, Ginza Japan United Edition. So this was sold at basically like a Barney's in Japan back in 2019. A raw just sold for this book for $2,500.
Yeah, dude. This is a legitimate ghost.
A legitimate ghost.
Yeah. Like just the art. Like, you know, you could see the shell of the suit coming on him. Like, I've not seen a rendition like that on a cover for Iron Man. Like, this is fucking awesome, dude.
You know, I just said Cover Price was covering this. We bump it. Like, listen, man, DeVoe knows
there's collusion already.
Uh,
Look at who's all on this panel right now, and tell me what channel you haven't seen them on. And then,
but you know, that's fine.
know.
But you know, if they covered it, fine. Like, we'll give our opinion. Like, it's okay for a
it's
bunch
okay,
of people to
man.
talk about it.
I mean, we're all friends, anyways. So
Whoa. No.
it's. I mean, you know, we all run in the same circles, so we all have like that same like-mindedness.
So for me, I'm this is my wheelhouse, but I've never seen this book ever. Not like I mean, still today, I didn't even know this existed. Like, I probably passed.
Most databases don't even have it, so I wouldn't feel bad, you know.
Yeah, I just would like if I saw this in a random bin, I'd be like, this is like some crap nobody cares about.
Yeah, this is a book easy to pass over if you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, like I can't imagine like finding this in a back bin, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'd pass out, dude. Because like if you were able to procure a Downey signature on this book and get it witnessed and authenticated and graded and grades at a 9.8, you're looking at $15K at least.
Mm-hmm.
With the Downey signature, yeah, I mean, you could get a lot for this thing. Yeah.
I also don't hang out with anyone that would ever shop at Barney's anyways. So I don't know what kind of circles y'all are running
to be
into.
selling.
Right. I wonder if that's a suit from Barney's. You know what I mean? Is Barney's like where you buy suits, right? Is
sure.
it? I'm sure
it's
not
I thought it was just like high-end clothes, right?
Yeah, it's high-end clothes.
Like it's like a department store of high-end clothes. It's like the best way to describe it, I guess. I don't know.
Like a Google image that suit and see if you can get it at Barney's and see what it goes for.
You would have to look at 2019 suits, dude. You know, Barney's isn't going to be selling this suit now. 6 years old. It's got to cycle back in.
Hit up. Ben's got a lot of influence overseas. Like, hit up your friends in Japan.
And Barney's a lot, man. You can tell.
Like, do you know anybody in Japan? Hey, can you go to the Barney's real quick? See how this book?
Yeah, he picked up that hat for $300 at Barney's last time I was there.
This hat right here, yeah, and I got this hat for like $20 at a hat store in Germany.
Bro, you know, these books have got to be out somewhere. You know, you just don't like his.
You know what it is? It's going to be a rich mom that bought something at Barney's, and then they gave it to their kid to keep them quiet in the rest of the store while they shop for more shit.
What does it say on the bottom where you see Marvel number 7?
I think it says like it's something about like Barney's Japan edition or something like that.
Good Lord. Like, I'm never going to see this book.
Here, I see it. It says Japan limited edition variant.
Yeah.
So it's, and then this is an interesting part too. It has the legacy numbering on it as well. At the time, because remember how they were doing that? This is in continuity of comics of Marvel comics, just to bring back legacy numbers, right?
Maybe what I'll do is I'll ask DeVoe for his slides before we go live. So for our overlap, we can just take them out to to avoid any accusations of collusion.
I mean, they are a sponsor, so
yeah. Let's hype up a book that's already going for $2,500 raw. Let's make it even more expensive for ourselves.
Yeah, you guys are pumping and dumping stuff. I mean, I can't be a part of this podcast.
Let's make the price go up even more so we can screw ourselves.
Oh, yeah, we each have 5 copies on the panel. So
as I'm a guy who just toted out a $5,000 1940s book. He's
Yeah, we all took a big trip to Japan together, and we loaded up on these at Barney's.
Oh dang! My ankle monitor wouldn't let me out of the country.
It was hard getting these books through customs. My ass hurts.
Did you have to pay a tariff too?
Oh god.
Oh, okay. Boom. Next
All
book.
right. This one's for Carter because I know how much he loves his Fantastic Four #1 homages.
I do.
Fantastic Four House of M #1. This is the second print. Scott Eaton from Marvel Comics 2005. Not a lot to say in this one other than it doesn't seem nearly as plentiful as the first print. The difference is really sort of the monster there in the background. On this one is black and white versus color for the first print. I also think it says up under Marvel there on the left above the stripes, either second print variant or variant edition or something like that. But yeah, I did just maybe a fun book to keep an eye open for when you're out there digging.
Does that go for anything?
Not really, but I also don't think it's really on anybody's radar, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And the ones that I've seen out there, most people aren't even marking them second prints. The ones that are for sale, but there's not a ton that I've seen.
So
Nothing
you can
more
be the
sale
first
than
if you have this.
Yeah, nothing more other than it's kind of book that I like to look for when I'm digging in dollar bins.
God dang it! What was House of M about? I forgot.
That's when Wanda basically gets rid of all the mutants.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
She loses it.
Yep.
You don't remember all the speculation on that?
Yep. Lots of
Man.
spec. Lots of spec.
You're like, that was like 5 years ago. It's like I can barely remember today. At least that's me.
It's good old days.
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago, man. When House of M, that 1 in 25 Quesada was going nuts, where like she's kind of disintegrating. That was a big book back in the pandemic era.
They felt that was going to launch the mutants, like
never happened.
Never happened, but should have happened, could have happened had they written it right.
Yeah. I just think they got a little lazy, unfortunately. But
anyways, too many agendas.
So the year that we all met up at Baltimore, I went to get a Quesada auto because he was doing signing there, right? Mm-hmm. The person either ahead of me or behind me was getting the Scarlet Witch 1 in 25 sign.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. I was getting the Third Claw Wolverine variant.
You still have that one?
The Third Claw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because why not? It's a Wolverine Kid. Like, there's so many out there that they eventually have to. Hugh Jackman's not going to live forever.
I mean, he did a lot of shagging clearly over the years because he's got a lot of kids. But
right, exactly. So, I mean, if you just gamble on a handful of them, like one's bound to hit.
A lot of shagging and a lot of bleeding to where you can pick up a sample. And
right.
clone
and
them.
That dude's DNA is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carter, this one is yours, man.
Last Resort number 5. This is a Darwin Cook Virgin. I don't know, not too much to say about it, but okay, so there's like 3 versions of each issue. So you got the cover A, and then you have a Darwin Cook cover B with the trade dress, and then you got this cover C variant without trade dress.
Yeah, we brought these up a little while ago. So there's 5 of them. They're all pretty damn cool, and the virgins are all pretty tough to come by. You don't really see them out there anywhere.
Oh yeah, because I'm not really seeing them on not on eBay or anything like that.
So we've got this one, and then we've got what else did I have? Issue number 1, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought, for whatever reason, and you're probably right, Carter, that after issue 1, the cover A's were the trade dresses.
Mm-hmm.
For issue number 1, there's definitely a cover A that's not Darwin Cook.
Right.
And then cover B is the trade dress, and then there's this one. But I thought later in the series, after issue 1, he was doing the cover A's, and then these were, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. But this is the cover A, and I've been looking for this one without any luck. I like that skull down there next to her chair.
Her eyeball pina colada.
Yeah, and the pistol. She looks pretty mean.
This reminds me of iZombie
Yeah,
Oh man,
at some level.
but this I would pass this up in the IDW bin because it doesn't have my cheat code RI incentive
Right.
or RI variant like cheat code. That's what I look for in every IDW book.
I mean, so I would just pick it up for Eddie Darwin Cook, even if it's not a like retailer incentive or anything. Because Darwin Cook is like, like Scotty Young. I mean, you know his style. Okay.
I mean, it's a 1 in 10 for IDW, so I mean that in itself makes it a thing, right?
I mean the cover. Yeah, even the trade dress on these are pickups for sure for cover or less. I've got a couple of these. I don't have this one. I'd like to, but never found it.
Next week, guess what I found?
Yeah, right.
I saw Kreider had like 3 or 4 of these on a post not too long ago that he found them or bought them. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a pretty book.
Yeah, I think we talked about issue 2. It was like a water background. 3, I forget. About a year ago, maybe something like that. But yeah, these are all pretty cool. All right, this is friend of the show, Ed Zombert. If you guys don't know Ed, he has a channel. He goes by Easy As Can Be, and he really picks up comics cheaply and finds really great stuff. So Ed, I know you watch the show, so if you're watching, buddy, I hope all is well. He posted this, and I said I'd cover it. So this is another Darwin Cook.
Wow.
This is a Kickstarter from back in 2015, so early Kickstarter days.
What a cover.
Yeah, this is a really tough book to come by. I mean, this is hard enough to find the cover, a picture of it, but yeah, beautiful art by Jet City Comics 2015. This is affiliated with Palmiotti and Paper Films. But yeah, a beautiful Cook that I could see going for big bucks if these things ever surface.
Wow.
A lot of them are signed when you do see them.
God, that feels like it could be a Fantastic Four cover with the Invisible Woman on there, man.
Yeah, man, it totally has that vibe,
Absolutely.
Valeria down there on the ground.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good looking book. There's another cover A for this that's much easier to find, but all right. Here we go. Another friend of the channel, Wavy Gravy 44 on Instagram. Thank you, brother. This is Hack Slash versus Chaos #1. This is a Maria Sanapo 1 in 20 variant. You don't see this book very often. Only one on the census. I think it's a 9.4. But I dig this. I dig this cover.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've never seen it in the flesh though.
Sure is hot.
Yeah, I mean anything Hack Slash related is worth picking up for the right price. And,
so I like my Hack Slash down there. Tim Seeley will do stuff for free sometimes for you.
He's a
like
cool dude.
He did a sketch on my Hack Slash and stuff. So
yeah,
he's a good dude for sure.
For the right price, they're worth grabbing if you can find them cheap. But this 1 in 20, I'm gonna keep my eye open for it.
Yeah, I can't see many retailers ordering 20 of Hack Slash versus Chaos.
Not back in the day like this.
Yeah, no way. I mean, this 1 in 20's got to be like super fucking scarce.
Yeah. Yeah, this was before Dynamite went crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
All right. Let's keep the show rolling. All right. Another friend of the show, the legendary Mighty Mel V. Mel, I know sometimes you watching the Rewind, brother. If you're watching this one's out to you. I feel like we may have covered this one before, but I could remember. It is a ghost, and Mel's like, hey, how about this? And I'm like, all right, we'll put it on the show. So Phoenix Resurrection number 3. This is a awesome Stephanie Hans 1 in 25. A 9.8. Somebody got a deal on this one. A 9.8 sold earlier this year for $70, which is a steal.
It's probably Mel.
Probably was. Well, if that's you, let us know, brother. 27 on the census, 26 and 9.8. So not the hardest 9.8, but not an easy book at all.
Where's Stephanie Hans been at, man?
Yeah, it's almost like
doing some stuff.
She's doing covers again.
She's been doing some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
it almost feels like she could be where Frizen is at. Like her stuff is great, but and maybe she's okay with doing the amount of work that she's done, but like the quality of her work, I would say is up there with Frizen. I mean,
Yeah, I
she's
put her on the same level, to be honest.
Yeah.
With you. I mean, Frizen has gotten hugely popular recently, but in terms of quality of work, she's right there. If not, maybe a little bit better. I mean, she's got pretty good range, Stephanie Hans.
It's probably like one of those situations where, it hasn't been her time to shine like really bright, right? Or where, she's already a professional artist, right?
Yeah.
But she hasn't hit that stratosphere yet.
Yeah, I mean, just the volume of her work is not there. Maybe she's just got other shit going on, and she's just not cranking out as much. But
or she doesn't want to be hit to the deadlines that we always talk about because like Peach or anybody gets overexposed and they're doing a million covers and then
they kind of fizzle out or whatever, or then have their cult following base or whatever, basically.
Yeah, she's been floating some stuff out there. So, all right, Resurrection Man. This series is back. But it's at is it at DC? Yeah, they put it out again, right? Just recently. This is a Butch Juice second print, which you don't see that often. This is from DC back in 1997. Only 5 of these second prints on the census, with 2 and 9.8. How can you tell this is a second print? There's a little Roman numeral 2 on the left below the creator credits. You may be able to see it.
Yeah, they started doing that with like DC, like Superman, the blue Superman Lightning one, where they put like the 2 for the second printing and Roman numerals.
The Bane's first appearance. There's a second print like that as well. It's hard to see, but I mean, this book doesn't necessarily go for anything, but this second print is clearly harder to find, and it's just a cool skull cover.
I remember there was a little bit of fervor around this book, however many years ago. I can't pinpoint like exactly when, but people were searching for this book.
Yeah, I mean, a 9.8 of, I want to say a 9.8 of the first print sold for like $115 recently. So I mean, that's not terrible,
Mm-hmm.
The eye socket is like a lenticular hologram.
Yeah, it's a little sticker on it.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep the show going. All right. This is just, Ashley Wood. He's got a following for sure, but this is Tales of Suspense. And not spelled the way you'd expect it to be spelled. Number 1.
Sisb.
Suspense. This is a relatively recent book, but not readily available. Even finding pictures of it is tough because they show a picture of the solicit, but the solicit, they tweak the art on the original. So this came out just a couple of years ago. Skull covers, skeleton type covers, Ashley Wood, it's the kind of book I like to buy cheap if you can find it. Big if.
So
I thought this was like a corner of a book. It
Well,
didn't look like a real
the
photo.
cropping on this one looks a little bit. It's there, but yeah, this is like a photograph of somebody else's one. Honestly, finding an actual picture of it is tough. What you see out there is there's like credits running down the middle of the book between the girl and the goat, and the skeleton there. But that didn't happen on the actual book that was produced.
So it's a tale of a schizophrenic suspense story.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love Ashley Wood, and some of the stuff gets crazy collectible at times. So these are definitely worth grabbing for the right price when you find them digging. And I think I have found this book once upon a time.
Nice.
I don't have any idea where it is, but I think I have found this one before. All right, we're going to go to some Turtles love because I know people love Turtles. This book is a ghost. XFiles Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Conspiracy Number 1. This is a Joe Corone 1 in 25 variant from IDW way back in 2014. A 9.8 of this sold back in 2021, so it's been a while, for $460. And 40 on the census, 17 and 9.8. I love these newspaper vibe books that IDW is doing.
That's a super cool cover, man.
I mean, it's got one of those cross fandoms, right? Because X-Files was back big in the 90s, right? And then you got TMNT, so at least you have multiple outlets for this thing.
Yeah, I think I've got the 1 in 10, dude. The 1 in 25. I've never seen it.
Who do you think has more copies? The X-Files fans or the TMNT fans?
Oh, TMNT fans for sure.
For sure.
Sure.
But this thing was not heavily ordered, and we've talked about the IDW ratios time and time again on the show. I mean, this one's a decade old at this point. Good luck finding one.
Yeah.
But then all those X-File books, like, no one has either.
Yeah.
So
the X-File books sell really well in their own right. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
right. So I feel like those collectors are pretty, like, those are like the Star Wars collectors back in the day. Like, once you buy something, it stays in your collection forever.
Yeah, they're not flipping it. Yeah. I mean, to Dino's point, when you got two somewhat rabid fandoms crossing over, it's gonna be doubly hard to get.
There's there are 2 9.6s floating around eBay right now, and somebody's really joning.
Dude, that's breaking the rules on this channel.
What is it?
What are they asking? Just curious. Are they asking like $500 for them?
No, cheap, $250.
Oh, no shit.
$250, $240. Is that breaking the rules? Like, you didn't tell me the rules, dog.
Oh yeah, I should have said. Yeah, we should have said at the beginning. I forgot we have a guest.
Bye.
So the rule is to pay the absolute highest price on eBay, so we can talk about it on the Almost 10 tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, cool. I got you. I'm just saying. I mean, if it's such a rare book, if somebody really like, I needed this book. I mean,
Oh, they're just jonesing for it. Like
the $250, man. That's probably worth CPRing that damn thing. There.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nowadays you could get a 9 or 10 after.
So if let's look at. I do this. This is funny. So let me look and see what the notes are on these. Continue as you guys go. We'll talk about it.
Well, now you got us in suspense, Dino. We got to wait till you pull up the grade.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I just like to see this because it's funny to me. It'll be like no notes or something. It's like,
9.6
I want to know what the conspiracy with
no
the
notes
turtles
most
are.
of the time.
I just have to know what the conspiracy is together with them.
One has no notes. So that's nice. I love that for me. The other one has no notes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Too
So
old.
it's basically it could have been a 9.8. We just gave it a 9.6.
They have high grade scans on them. I mean,
Oh,
the
okay.
high.
So
The scans look like there's nothing wrong with them, so it could be one of those cough cough just resubmit kind of things. So
might not be a bad gamble, man. But
yeah, I mean, not telling anybody to run.
Cornbread for the show. All right, let's keep it rolling.
no one on this panel has ever done that before.
No.
All right, this book is an interesting one. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 from 2016. This is the game edition. It came with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadow of the Past board game. A 9.2 of this sold for $150 back in 2013. There were 16 on the census, only 9 and 9.8. But when you're looking at this book, I was doing some work on it. There's a second one. If you go to the next slide, that's very similar. That's also the limited game edition. So I don't know what the difference. If anybody has the additional information,
Ooh. Here, I did research on this because I was like, oh, I kind of want this. So I looked up the board game to see if you could still buy that from somewhere. Yeah. So it comes in the deluxe edition of the game.
This one comes in.
Both of them come together. Both of these books come together because they're part of the game too. So that's why there's not many graded, because you have to use it to play the game.
I know shit. I couldn't find any sales or any census data on the second one, but for whatever reason, there was plenty on this one.
Yeah, so both of them together. I think it's like part of the story board of the game. Or
Can you still buy the board game? Is it still out there, like packaged?
Yeah, there's some out in the wild, but be careful when you're buying them. Make sure you're buying it's called like the All the Works version or something like that. So, like I saw some Amazon listings and it lists out exactly like everything you get in there. There's a lot of stuff in in this version of the game. But yeah, both comics were in there, so I don't know how it's gonna ship out either. So be careful with that, especially with that IDW paper.
Interesting. Well, that's good shit.
I thought about buying before the show, but that's breaking the rules too.
You're breaking your own rules, Aaron.
I know, right? But I was seeing the board games going for like 140 to 250 is what people were asking. I didn't look up sold.
But 140 for two of these books, I mean, if you could pull a high grade on one of them, it seems like it might be worth it. I don't know. All right, well, a couple books for the turtle fans out there. All right, what do we got next? So this is Angela #1. There were many variants for this book. This was done by artist Drew. Is a Tower Records gold foil variant, and it says that it's limited to less than 500. So is that $4.99? Yeah. I don't know. I would say, I get a soft spot for these sort of early 2000s, late 1990s books. But this one, be careful because there's two versions that look identical. The gold foil, you can see the tower on the lower right-hand corner. It's kind of gold. They're plentiful in the non-gold versions. There's like a light blue tower logo. You can see those, but yeah, some of these super limited books from this era, I always keep an eye open for. I wouldn't pay crazy money for them by any means, but they're fun to collect.
So,
and I miss Tower Records, man. I used to love that place.
So was this the first Basic Instinct homage?
I don't know if it was the first, but I think it's a shout out to Sharon Stone for sure.
No,
a little less subtle.
I mean, there's a sword to for the reflection, right?
And there was a lot of variants to this book. I don't know if you remember at the time. Like, this was a pretty hot book. There's probably 20 variants to this thing. But I don't know. It feels like this era of comics.
Did you see what that comment was? So I can only guess what she's saying, but it's probably that was good.
I mean, there's a breeze in there. Her hair is blowing all over the place. So
Yeah, something happened. We'll never know.
All right, before Joe explodes.
Mama.
all right. So there's been a lot of talk last day or 2, 3 days about some Superman promo comics from
Milkbone.
Milkbone. Yes. So you can basically get a Milkbone box of treats for your dog and a comic book. And I was just got me thinking of other promo books. This was one that Nestle did back, way back in 2010. So these are super hard to come by. There's 4 of them. The Wolverine, for whatever reason, is the one that's hardest to get. You can see, I think it says Cocoa Crisps on the lower right-hand corner. But they did one for the Avengers, the Defenders, Wolverine, and Iron Man. And you don't see these very often. And I think this Wolverine it sells pretty well when this thing shows up. Probably $150 or something like that.
Yeah. So big shout out to all the people that did reach out to me that are sending me Milkbones for my dog.
Everybody who got the comic, they're just sending you the dog treats.
Yeah, I was just joking around on the podcast yesterday, and then a couple of people actually reached out to me today that ordered it, that don't have dogs. Obviously, if you have a dog, let your dog enjoy it. But yeah, if you don't have a dog and you just want the comic, you don't want the Milkbones, and you're just gonna throw them out, send them my way.
Shit, my dog will never eat Milkbones, dude.
My dogs eat it for whatever reason. I don't like it.
And go.
My dog will eat anything. My mom's dog puts it in his mouth and then he waits for something else, and then my dog will eat it.
I had a quick question. So this book is the Wakanda Wild Side. What do you think's going on in this?
Yes. I would have to imagine it's at least a book that actually exists that people can read, right? Somewhere.
You got to think it's probably a kid-friendly version, probably, right?
Or maybe it's an ad with Nestle.
Yeah, you would think so, right?
At the end, he saves a chocolate bar.
Yeah, Marvel's done a ton of these promo books over the years, and I think a lot of them are probably slept on because I don't feel like a lot of these things were saved. And I would imagine if the stores didn't get rid of them, they just chucked them.
Well, it's like the Wolverine Nabisco variant. It was just so hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that one a mail-in?
Yeah, it was a mail-in too, which crazy.
Yeah. I always get shocked when I see 9/8 of that in the wild, or even 9/6s, and I kind of wish I bought one a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a great book. I've never come across it. I'd like to own it, but anyways, I think that's all we had. It was this. No. Oh no.
Oh my God,
Steven Short. This is our buddy Eagor. If you're in the chat, buddy, here's your book.
Holy shit!
So this is USA Magazine, number 65. This is a French magazine, printed in 1992. That's Dave Stevens right there. It's been censored, so if you're interested in it, it is exotic, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, this thing, people ask, when you see this, people ask $250 for this.
I bet.
This reminds me of our Marvel covers,
200 for her.
The book, Joe. The book.
Nice. And this is the last book.
Oh, this is the last book.
Oh,
All right.
hey,
So this
look at
shout
that.
out to Bruce. So he hooked me up with some newsies probably about a month ago. I'm losing track of time. And we've talked about the holofoil version of this book, which is a banger. But this newsie is not an easy one to find. And Bruce was kind enough to send it to me. So if you're still watching, buddy, thank you. This is obviously a beautiful Michael Turner.
Oh yeah.
From Image and Top Cow back in 2000. So the era where newsstands really started to evaporate from the market.
I gotta look at this one because I picked up a whole Wildcat like Top Cow collection of Fathom and like all those crazy books. And he has Turners in there. I didn't, I wasn't looking at every one of them. I gotta look and see if it's newsstands in there or not.
Keep an eye, grab them all. But yeah, here it is right here. This is the one that Bruce hooked me up with.
Boom, there you are on the big screen.
But yeah, a great looking. I mean, the book in and of itself is great looking. The regular cover, for the era is not hard to come by. The holofoil is, and the newsstand is. So, yeah, just wanted to throw this one out there. I mean, you should definitely be. I talk to people like, I don't care about newsstands, and that's fine. Like, you can not care about them, but if you dig a lot and you come across these things, just buy them. Like, people will pay a premium for them for sure.
Absolutely. Like, why would you leave something like that, knowing what we say? There's short print run, right? Like that's.
It's because these dealers watch the show too as well. Because I ran into an ASM 700 newsstand. And they wanted like $150 for it.
Oh no.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, this is why people are passing on it.
Well, no, I'm saying if you're digging and you see this for in dollar bins, like I definitely pick this up for $1.
Oh, easily, all day, every day.
Yeah. What Ben was saying was,
I mean, a lot of these guys can't keep on top of their shit. So
their inventory because they turn and burn so much. Yeah,
there's just so much of it. So like, it's worth keeping an eye. But for newsies, it's a slower dig. You can't just go across the top. You got to pull them out, right? I mean, you got to take your time. So
sometimes it's stop right there, take the book out of the bag, look at the back.
Yeah. It's like Sandman 75-second print.
Yeah,
every time I pull it, it's white, not orange.
Oh, Saga second prints too. I think on some of them you have to look at the back.
No, but when you pull some newsstands out of a dollar bin, like if there's one, keep digging.
It's just that, man. If you see one, there's likely going to be more. That Joe's 100% right. Right.
Every time
somebody picked up a collection of that have these books in there, so as soon as you find one, your radar should be going off like crazy. So.
Just know that some grown up punched some kid in the face for that newsstand at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
All right. So big shout out to Cover Price. Make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. We'll keep on selling their shaker books for this show. And then make sure you're using the code Nirvana over at birdcitycomics.com. And then boom. All right. So what shows do y'all have going on next? Boom. Let's start with Dino.
Oh, well, I guest spot shows now. So Sundays is Hot Book Alert. And then just Tuesdays is Being Carter. He's doing our thing on Flipside Tuesdays. And Longshort shows up sometimes, and Hood shows up sometimes. And,
I fell asleep last week, man. You hit me up. I was like out cold by like 9 o'clock. So
I get you.
I show up on like once in a blue moon on Hot Book Alert.
Mm-hmm.
It's when it's really when everyone else is busy, and I don't want Carter flying solo because he's bailed me out too.
Yeah, I'm going to try and jump on this Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We got the Hot 10 tomorrow, Yee.
Dang it. I need to write a list of buy the dip books.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder.
I need to find a blow book. Bro.
Yeah. Or a woe. Or both. And then I haven't been on a Modern Comic Mayhem in quite a while. I'll see if I can try to make it. But my band is playing in Houston on Sunday. So
Nice.
I'll be promoting more of that. Oh yeah, that's
see-
probably why I won't be able to make hot book alert this week. I'll be on stage at that time.
You see all those
Multitask, man. Multitask. You can just have the bass going and
Just
talk
live
about-
stream
Yeah.
and then like talk about comics in between sets.
Let's
like-
talk about that. I know who brought it up. What do we think of the Riri trailer? Come on, Carter.
I thought it was good
I
mean,
heard.
for what it
I-
is.
Oh man.
I mean, if
about
you've
to
got
start-
if you got Coogler producing it, there's a chance it could be good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It feels like he mailed it in a little bit on. I mean, I hope it's good, but I don't know. I don't think Marvel even thinks it's good. If they're releasing 3 episodes one week and 3 the next just to get it all out, like I don't know.
Oh, those are usually the properties they don't really have faith
They're just
in.
trying to get it out the
Wait,
door.
Hey,
and
bro,
move on.
Right.
they released
Look.
3 apiece on Andor, and let me tell you about Andor, bro.
I've heard Andor was good, man. I've heard Andor was good. Like I gotta go check it out. I've heard it was
But-
good.
Is that their new model though of like releasing stuff instead of doing one episode a week? Do like groups of like story arcs
I
almost.
mean, I've
now?
never seen it before until now, but they didn't do it with Daredevil for sure.
that was an episode a week, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe 2 the first week or something like that. But yeah,
Right.
more or less 1 a week.
Andor was
So I
Perfect,
think that's their
perfect.
formula, though. Like the stuff that they're really hyped on and want to keep on drawing out the people's subscription service is to do the episode a week, right? So then that way, a 12 episode season that's going on for like what 3 months,
Yeah, people are going to drop it. Right?
right? So instead of like, oh, I'm going to drop all 6 episodes, 12 episodes, or whatever within a month.
Well, it's like
I
Stranger
can-
Things. Yeah, it's like Stranger Things on Netflix, right? It's like when they dropped it all at one time. It's like everybody subs up, and then a week later, after they watch it all, they just sub out, right?
Right. Like everyone just binges,
Yeah.
like binge watching, which is common,
Yeah.
No shame on that. I binge, like I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to watch it. Listen, I pray it's good. I'd love it to be good, but I don't know. I'm not
now. Let's say, what if it is good? Then what?
then I think that's good for Marvel, man. They get their shit going again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's going to do anything for her books, to be honest with you. Like, it doesn't seem like no matter how good something is in the theater or on the screen is doing much for comics these days. But for
What-
Marvel's sake,
When is the release date? It's like June, right?
it's like late
Yeah.
June, like the 24th or something like that.
What about the Superman trailer?
So at this point,
That was
I think
It was good.
I'm gonna go start looking for all my Riri books
I
and
would.
gather them together. You know what I mean? At this point in time, I'm not listing them yet.
Well,
but
people
I'm
are
getting-
buying them.
Well, my shit
getting-
is listed right now.
Yeah, I'm gathering all my
Riri
stuff
book.
to I let Carter be the first one to pop it off, so so someone gets it, and then
Take a look at
it
eBay
just-
and look at the books, man. They're jumping.
I checked
off every
earlier
time.
for like just like Riri's first appearance and stuff like that, or like the Call book. Like the
Mhm.
Call book's not even at $100 in a 98.
I saw
Yeah.
one that just sold for almost $200.
Yeah, so I mean, at that price, I don't even think because I have multiple copies now at this point.
Mhm.
So
I'm not. Yeah, man. I like the Paul book just for his
Just,
art on
yeah,
it.
just because.
it's a great cover.
Hey, listen, you ain't getting out of bed unless it's $600 book. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm
it's big time
gonna,
now.
I'm gonna wait until it's like at least 300 before.
See, that's what I told you before. I go, how much of a kill do you need, bro? And he goes, all of it,
All of it.
all of it, to the end.
He's the new comic book Negan, dude. It's
Yeah.
over, dude. You killed him. It's over.
So he's gonna be with a bat going at a con. Ain't good enough.
Vegan.
Clubbing
Vegan.
people.
No, we'll call him Yegan. Yegan.
Negan.
I see. That would only work if I was vegan, though, right?
Yegan the vegan.
Alrighty.
All right.
I guess we'll call it there. So y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe.
All
Have a-
right. Good
take
night,
care.
boys.
Peace.
Later.
Good
All right.
night.